Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this from The Spectator. How does Kathleen Kennedy still have a job at Lucasfilm? Time for Disney to give her a gold dial of destiny. Yeah, we've been saying that for years, literally fucking years, and people like you, the media, the absolute retards of the media, have been gaslighting us, telling us that we were wrong, that it was just exaggeration, that it was just, I don't know, sexism or other retarded nonsense, misogyny, and other veritable failures of excuses. Finally, the mainstream media is finally realizing it. Here is some of the stuff that he wrote. Of course, Indy 5 will and already has raked in far more than the Christian theme film based on the true story of our rescue father, Tim Ballard. Christian theme. These people are absolutely insane. There is nothing Christian in the film. It's completely religious. The only religious line that you could potentially even find in there is like a saying. It's a sentence. It's a way of saying or giving information. God's children. It doesn't mean that it is talking about a religious moment or something religious. It's not like that. It's a simple saying. It's a sentence. A slang of saying that the children from the world, etc. The children are pure and they should not go through all of this. No! But no, these people still manage to gaslight it, still manage to come and attack a movie that is doing far better than this goddamn fucking nonsense. And in less, well, I would say less than half, but I think it's slightly more than half. But either way, half of the theaters that is goddamn fucking nonsense of Indy 5 is being shown in America, and only in America, not even international. Right? Anyway, but the latter film already made it 14 million budget back while they're going toe-to-toe with a 300 million CGI-laden Disney Lucasfilm picture. You can see that they are still seething. Even despite attacking Kathleen Kennedy, they're still seething over this. Here is what he says eventually, in the middle of the article, after going nonsense and trying to explain a lot of bullshit in there. The critics of Kennedy's tenure as a head of Lucasfilm certainly can't blame her for everything that's gone wrong with their beloved franchises. She ruined every single one of them. Willow, Indiana Jones, Star Wars. I wonder what else they are going to ruin from Lucasfilm on LucasArts. Well, Lucasfilm, I think that's about it. But I'm talking about LucasArts. Which includes Grim Fandango, Tales of Monkey Island. I am wondering if she's going to get her hands on that stuff as well. But anyway. But it's fair to say that the largest amount of blame lies at her feet. Finally! As criticism mounted, the 70-year-old prune has turned increasingly toward the idea that the critics are born out of sexism or a toxic fan base. Reminds me of a certain TV show called She-Hulk, where they try to go with that nonsense. How did that work out for you, Disney, Kathleen Kennedy, and other retards behind Disney? Yeah, it didn't work out, did it? Albeit I think Kathleen Kennedy had nothing to do with that one. But still, it gets there. Right, more upset about her. The Force is female! Yeah. I'm starting to think that maybe the Force is male if they are going to go with a transgender someone. Oh well. A t-shirt and her promotion of strong female characters. Yeah. Bullshit. Well, before I go on, here's a trailer.
wrath made manifest, and we know no fear.
Right, we're back. So, here it is at the end of this retarded article. Getting a Star Wars show even as you hate and Han Solo toxic masculinity probably does explain a lot about Lucasfilm under Kennedy. The retreat to victimhood, English, and gender politics as an excuse for subpar performance is an easy out for some in Hollywood. Precisely, they are using that as an excuse. Finally, somebody on the far left finally sees it. But I think his view is quite limited. But it matters a lot less when you're part of an overall company that lost 120 billion in market value last year. Congratulations! That's what you get when you go woke. You go fucking broke. And you've demonstrated that you can take one of the most beloved characters in American history, film history, and turn him into an aging joke on Independence Day. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Dialysis. Or the adult diaper. Results have to matter at some point. Someone has to know when it's time to go. So please, Bob Iger, Bob Iger also needs to go. Kathleen Kennedy to take that golden dial of destiny and give someone else a try. Maybe Lord and Miller are available. Well, I doubt it. But remember, the people are gaslighting the sound of freedom. Even though, look, it has made its money back on the first day. Well, except the marketing, which I think probably didn't even reach 1 million. But here we have it. On the opening day, it was reported 14 million, but now it's 18 million. So way more. It made it, probably even its marketing budget, really, because the only success this movie had was through word of mouth. That's how good it is. And it's domestic, it's not even international, and only on 2,852 theaters. So, if this movie was released in the 4,000 or plus theaters, or 5,000 as in the 4,600 theaters, it would have made even more money. Potentially almost double of this, and internationally, it could have instantly made possibly almost the same money as Indiana Jones if it was released on all theaters, that the same theaters as Indiana Jones has been released. Potentially very close. And then released internationally. Looking at Insidious that they made here internationally and domestic, as you can see, it's another high-grossing movie who's made its money back. Unlike a certain geriatric hero, it's 32.6 with 31.4. So then about double. It's statistically insignificant with 51% in this case, but let's double it. And we can keep it, taking into account that we keep it at the same number of theaters and opening it at international level, we could have had at the very least 80 million. And if you had the same amount of theaters as Indiana Jones, you potentially could have reached almost 200 million. Almost, I would say probably 180, 160, thereabouts. Either way, it would have made Indiana Jones suffer. Because this is how bad this entire movie is right now. It's a disaster. People are not interested in this goddamn fucking fat garbage. Geriatric fat garbage. But the media, it's coming to the defense of groomers. Because let's take a look at the Rolling Stones tweet. Here. Thanks to a major marketing mistake, the award-winning French movie Cuties, Jesus Christ, that thing was disgusting, was accused of sexualizing young girls. It's actually a sensitive portrait of growing pains that deserves to be seen. And 3 years later, Rare VO has Sounds of Freedom, the QAnon teen thriller about child trafficking, is designed to appeal to the conscience of a conspiracy-addled boomer. It's not a conspiracy when you yourself actually fucking proved it on your goddamn fucking tweet on the same account. Yeah. Rolling Stones, well done for proving the entire movie right. They are coming to the defense. Look at this. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, but I could not find a good image of this case here. But it just shows the defense. This is what covering for child sex trafficking looks like. The Washington Post. Sound of Freedom is a box office hit with a star embraces QAnon. I can't read that. Sound of Freedom is an anti-child trafficking fantasy fit for QAnon. Jim Caviezel pushes QAnon in bizarre media blitz for a new anti-trafficking movie. Sound of Freedom, the QAnon adjacent thriller, seduced in America. This is what the movie is warning about. These people are a disgrace. These people are, well, I think the FBI should definitely go check out their publications and the people who write these articles. There's probably some skeletons in there that I don't want to see, and definitely the FBI is interested. Maybe Tim Ballard can go there. So. Anyway, as you can see, it's a disaster. The media, that's why the media, you should not trust them. This is a disgrace. Anyway, on that goddamn fucking hell, have a great fucking night.